Every yeah, yeah, everyone. Yeah, my my day is kind of short of so English never very short so yeah, short message. I wanted to give a short message to about Jesus Christ. Before he was born. Yeah, around 5 minutes. So yeah, so before Jesus born, a lot of things happened. Like the shepherds, the angels, and the manger, and a lot of the things before happened. But I wanted to focus on one of the things before, which was the wise men, the three wise men, and just a little bit, just give some information. Yeah. The so who the wise men? The wise men, these people were from maybe they don't know where from, but they think it's from like Babylon or Persia or somewhere from the east side. Yeah, and they were like a scholar. They studied the text and they studied a lot, and they were very interested about the stars. What's it called? Astronomy. The study of the stars, and they were very interested about it. So yeah, there was when they studied there was a prophecy of a star, and a special star that they knew it was going to be related to Jesus. And so the star, it was connected. It was going to be connected with Jesus, and to show that a new king was going to be born on Christmas. Yeah. So the wise men, they traveled a long time to all the way from wherever they came from to the east to all the way to wherever the star led them to. Yeah, and while when they were trying to look for this for the new king, they went and visited. They tried to ask Herod, the King Herod. He was the king at that time, and they asked him, um, King Herod, there's a new king going to be born. Um, can you help us give some information about this new king? And the king, um, he knew. I think he knew. He said it was in Bethlehem. Is it the new king will be born? And he said, go look for the king of the new king and come back and tell me. But they didn't know it was King Herod. He actually wanted to kill Jesus, because he wanted to take over. I mean, he wanted to keep his position as the king. Well, then God, he made a plan to keep Jesus, safe, and nothing happened to him. Yeah. So yeah, the wise men. Yeah. So when they got to Jesus, when they found Jesus, they gave him three gifts to him. It was the gifts of frankincense, myrrh, and gold. Yeah, gold. Yeah. So each one has a different meaning for each one. Gold is the meaning for the king, for the royalty, and frankincense was like an incense for the spiritual worship, to show his divine spiritual nature, and the myrrh was for the prediction of Jesus when he would die, and when he would be buried, because that's what they used to, like the spice to make it smell good. Yeah, that's the gifts that they gave. And the gifts, when they went to him and when they were there, it was an act of worship, to worship the new king, the new Jesus Christ, to worship him. Yeah. So and um, so the sign for the universal the significance of the Jesus birth with the three wise men is that the wise men they were Gentile and that not just Jew, you know, it's not Jesus, it's not just for the Jew, but also for the Gentile people too. Yeah, and so yeah, it's like a message for the hope of the nations, you know, that we all, you know, can because of Jesus, you know, we have a hope for our spiritual our spiritual life and eternal life. Yeah, yeah, it's all according to God's plan. That God prepared these wise men to show us that you know these three wise men they were for everyone. Yeah, so these three wise men um, they gave the gifts to Jesus, and it was an act of worship, and yeah, it was just to show God's love, you know, for His one and only Son. That's it. God bless.